Hi, here we are today at Mountaintop Ranch, and Eileen is on one of Cody's classic cruiser, in fact his first son, and he's a nice 3-year-old that we have for sale here at the ranch. But Eileen has done some advanced training with him, and we'd like to show you today some counter bends at the walk, trot, and canter, along with counter cantering. Now, Eileen likes to work counter bends on a horse to get them nice and soft and supple and get their shoulder moving. A lot of horses can flex, but they can't counter bend. And counter bend is that ultimate control in the front end of your horse. And controlling that shoulder and getting that letting the horse use that shoulder and lifting the shoulder. If you're going to do advanced dressage maneuvers or flying changes, these counter bends are very, very important. Plus, you can work on getting the horse to move straight better. You just have a whole better control of your horse, even if you're not going to be doing maybe some upper level movements or performance. It's just nice to have a really nice trained horse that uses his body from front to back. So she's showing these now at the trot with our little 3-year-old. And then, because he was so nicely framed and rounded and was lifting with his shoulder, you saw what a beautiful transition he could go into in that canter, even for a youngster, and how round and soft he stays. And now she will keep him going straight while bending his nose to the outside, keeping the shoulder straight. This is counter cantering at the canter. It's a much more advanced maneuver after you get the walk and trot down. And then she'll straighten him up. And do the other thing, the other side. So she's going to be cantering left lead, beautiful transition, because she's got him framed, the shoulder lifted from all this bending. And now she's going to ask for him to take his nose to the outside while keeping his shoulder straight. Now, this is not the way you would want a horse to go. But this is the way to teach that horse to go straight and not fall in on that shoulder. And of course, when she lets him go, she wants that nose straight and slightly to the inside where his shoulder can follow his nose. But she needs to be able to ask him to take it to either side if she wants to, for ultimate control and lift and bend of the shoulder. Okay, now we're going to do a little counter cantering. We think counter cantering, we're going to try to get the counter canter here. We work a little counter canter on all of our horses. It keeps them, it teaches straightness, and I think most important, it teaches balance. And if a horse can keep his shoulder lifted, and if you can keep that horse in that counter canter, you've got a horse that you can keep nice and balanced, and that's what we want with Tuffy. The most we use counter canters for is teaching flying lead changes. A lot of bending, flexing, using that shoulder, bending to the inside, keeping everything straight. And then we do a lot of counter cantering, and then from the counter canter, the first time we ask for a flying lead change will be from the counter canter. But we want to make sure that this horse first is very, very comfortable at the counter canter before we ask for him to lift that shoulder, straighten up, and do a lead change. So we hope you've enjoyed our demonstration today with Eileen Smith and Tuffy here at Mountaintop Ranch. Eileen is now our head trainer at Mountaintop Ranch, and she rides English and Western. some reining horses. She's done all the work with Gracie, the hunter horses, teaching advanced maneuvers. Very good at lessons. So Tuffy's a great little horse. He's on our website for sale, so come take a look at him. And we'll see you next time for Mountaintop Minutes, and you can try these maneuvers at home